What was most important to be able to do the battery test was that the battery is lower than 20%. And this is all the things that had to be completed to be able to do the test. And the most difficult one was you had to do all the updates and the battery had to be on 20%. Start the test. In this video, we're checking the battery health on the Tesla Model 3 long range rear-wheel drive. In the 2025.8.3 update, Tesla got a new setting where it can do battery calibration. So I thought, let's go and check what's the situation about that. Ever since I got the Tesla, I've been curious about the battery health. It's been infinite articles about the battery on electric cars and that the batteries don't last long and it's really expensive to change them. And I always thought about like what kind of application or machine or any, like in which way can you check the health of the battery on your Tesla. And when it came to update and it said battery calibration, let's check.
A few moments later.
The name in the settings is just battery health. I was really excited to check, and then I was also a little bit surprised because I thought like it's so like a game changer update that like I should see a lot of information about this kind of update, but I saw nothing. So this will be exclusive on checking the health on a Tesla and the process. The Tesla is a 2019 long-range rear-wheel drive model, and it got a battery pack of around 70 kilowatt of usable battery. With the battery percentage, I always had some key markers like going to the job or to closest city or closest supermarket, and it always felt since the beginning that it's taken kind of similar amount of percentage to do these journeys. But I'm still like really curious on the health. Tesla recommends you to take care of your battery in different ways. Like for example, you should avoid charging it to 100%, and for daily driving you should keep it between 40 and 80. And this, like because it's the long range battery, I managed to do all daily trips between this 40 to 80% range, and it's only on long journeys I charge it to full, and it's gone closer to 20%, because that's another key marker. They recommend that you shouldn't go under 20%, and since I got the car I never gone under the 20%, and charging it full I haven't had to do too many times either. So like with the test, it will be so interesting to see like what kind of health it says. Like I always been curious. I've been thinking like, is there some machine? Should I do some research? Do you have to go to Tesla to check the health? And also like at the moment it's a really big second-hand market, and like how do you know? Like maybe someone abused their battery and it's in really bad condition, but you don't know it before you do your own research. But like maybe with this battery health check it will say like you have used this much. And also like another important key factor here is that the warranty, like on this one it's 8 years or 150,000 kilometers, and at the moment I've been driving with this Tesla 128,000 kilometers, so I'm soon at the 150,000 kilometers mark. Yeah, because I still have 2 years left on the warranty on the battery, but like I will hit the kilometers faster. Like I will hit it this year. What else is important? What do we need to know about the battery? The way how I charged it, like I mostly charge the battery at home. Like it's super rare that I charge it in some supercharger or like any other fast DC charger. Like 99% of the charging is done at home, and I have a 3-phase 11 kilowatt charger. And like to go to the job, when I got it, it took about 10% of charge in summer, double in winter, finish winter, like really cold. Now still in summer when I go to the job, it takes about 10%, so let's check. So where you find it in the settings was like right now it's on Swedish, but it was on, I guess it was on service, yes. And then there is this new tab called battery health. So if we press battery health, the battery's energy storing is within the expected range from the age of the vehicle and the amount that has been driven. Your vehicle's high voltage battery becomes, like all chargeable batteries, less good with age and use. Prolong the energy storage through keeping the vehicle connected when it's not used, and charge it with the recommended guidelines. Look the manual for more information. You can choose to run the battery health test to check the battery's energy storage capacity if you compare to when it was new. For the test to become made, your vehicle has to be connected to a charging station with DC charge up to 18 hours. When the test is completed, your estimated range can be shown in the vehicle calibration. The test result is up to 6 months. When the result gets old, then you have opportunity to run another test. I guess we have to... Okay, what happens if I press... Okay, before you start. The vehicle is in parking, the battery level is 20% or lower. The vehicle is connected to internet. I guess it's the green bubbles. So I guess like it shouldn't be 20 or lower. The vehicle is connected to internet. No software updates is scheduled. No battery or heat warnings is active. The vehicle is connected to a charging station with DC power. The charging gear with DC power can at least give 5 kilowatt effect. Let's read some more. Your vehicle has to be connected to a charging station with DC up to 18 hours for a battery health test to, like we talked about this a moment ago. Tesla recommends that you use a Tesla Volt connector or mobile connector, which I don't have. The charging gear with DC power from a third part or with pay with other can make testing error or unexpected result. Under the test, the vehicle's battery will become charged out to less than 10% and charged up to 100 again. Noise and heat can come, but that's normal and no reason to worry. Climate system is inactivated temporarily, and most vehicle functions is not available. Don't leave the passenger without look. Oh, crazy. Avoid to integrate with your vehicles or the Tesla app during the test. You can at any point cancel the test through the vehicle's touchscreen or in the Tesla app. If the test is failed or cancels, your vehicle tries to charge to the chosen amount. Like, how will it manage to get down to the 20%? And I don't have a Tesla wall connector, so will the test even work? I have this C-Tech charger. Well, to be continued.
Several days later.
What was most important to be able to do the battery test was that the battery is lower than 20%. And this is all the things that had to be completed to be able to do the test. And the most difficult one was you had to do all the updates and the battery had to be on 20%. It's saying that the test will take up to 18 hours. It will discharge the battery to 10% and then charge it up to 100. And it says that it may not get the correct result if you're not using a Tesla charger. And I'm using C-Tech charger, so let's see what the result gives. Start the test. The vehicle's battery discharges out to 0 to 10%. Noise and heat can be expected. The climate system is inactivated temporarily. Don't leave the passenger without look that the charger is connected, and try not to integrate with the vehicle or the Tesla app. And I never had the battery this low. I never had it lower than 20% because it's not recommended, because it can cause damages to the battery. The recommended one is between 40 and 80% according to Tesla and the recommended charge. So I kept it around there. So I think this test will take some damage on the car. So probably it's not recommended for everyone, but probably if you're buying a new vehicle, you want to check the health of the battery so nothing have happened. So I will just leave the car and let's hope for the best. Now the battery health test is done, and it got completed 2 a.m. and it went a lot faster than the 16 hours, but I think they took into consideration like maybe the charging speed. Now it charged with 11 kilowatt, and it said lowest it had to have access to was 5 kilowatt, and I haven't checked what it says, so let's check. What it says is that the vehicle's battery becomes like all other batteries, less good with age and use. You can prolong the energy storage through keeping the vehicles connected when it's not used and charge it to the recommended lines. Check the owner's manual for more information. It said that the result could vary if you didn't have the Tesla original charger, and I used the C-Tech charger. Being down 86%, like now it's down 15, like it's actually a lot. I have to compare to other vehicles and test, but at least this far, being driven 120,000 kilometers, it says we lost 15. After doing some research, the warranty is that the battery has to at least have 70% range within the warranty period, which is 8 years, or on this car 150,000 kilometers. So the 86% is within that range. It also said that it was normal that within the first years it lost as much as 10% of the range, and it was normal that it went down to 85% kind of quick with the lithium ion battery. But then after it kind of stabilized at the 85%, and if this is true, it matches my result kind of good, because right now it's 120,000 kilometers and it's 86%, and it said it was normal up to 200,000 kilometers. But the problem is, when I got the car, it was also an incident with the car company that when they delivered it, it had 5%, which is disaster. It shouldn't be that low because the lower the battery is, the more damaged it can get. It says check owner's manual for more information, so let's press and see if it says anything interesting. It's a lot of information about the battery. Here is like a lot more information that maybe it would have been good to read before. It says it recommends the test only if there is problems with the battery. It said it should go down to 10%, but later it said it would go down to 0%, which is also really bad. So probably and now it's at 100, which is also bad. So probably like the test is just if something is not following what's normal. And it's kind of easy like to understand the capacity of the battery without doing the test, because the only thing you have to do is drive 100 kilometers, count the size of the battery, and count how many kilowatts of energy that it took. So you can kind of find out how good the battery is from that. It explains everything that had to be done. Yeah, it says it could be 0% battery. It says it will recalibrate what it believes how far I can drive, but I have a percentage, so it doesn't matter. I will only see the percentage. In this car, I guess it was like 74 kilowatt battery, so 85% of 74, but then you don't have access to all of it. It's like 70, so 85% of 70 is 60 kilowatt. So it's actually like kind of a big drop thinking about it. But if it stabilizes here, and I mean, furthermore in the future, I will just count the percentage and the range, because how it was kind of before was 10%, 50 kilometers, which makes it, if it's had 70 kilowatt before, which if it says it's 60 now, like it's a lot different, then it's 6 kilowatt. Yeah, makes sense. Probably it's at 85%. Thank you for watching this video. Hopefully you learned something from the battery health test, and I see you in next video.